Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to share to you one of the latest trends here in Korea for this month, August. As some of you may know, there was a third wave of COVID-19 here in Korea. And after it began, mask strap or mask necklace became a beauty and fashion trend to Koreans. People of all ages are now wearing this trend.
Masks have become a necessity in our daily lives, and wearing it is the easiest way to prevent us from the spread of coronavirus. However, it feels uncomfortable to put the mask you're wearing on the table, or worse, hang it on your wrist every time you eat or drink. You can even forget your mask when you leave the restaurant or cafe or any establishments. Too bad, isn't it? It's also annoying to put it in your purse every time you don't need it and take it out every time you need it. And to put it inside your pocket because you might drop it accidentally. So what could be a solution to this problem? Mask strap. There are so many different kinds of mask strap. And here are just some of them. Colorful plastic chain, beaded chain, elastic cord, lace, gingham or checkered lanyards, gold and pearl chain necklace, neon colored and striped lanyards. So now I'm going to show you how to make two kinds of mask straps. First is the ribbon style. The second one is the beaded chain. These are the following items that you will need to make two kinds of mask strap. First, sewing kit. That consists of threads, needle threader, needle, buttons, ruler or you can use a tape measure, scissors, and you'll also be needing a plier, old keychains, all-purpose glue, old but clean shoelace, any kinds of beads, and a string, or you can also use a yarn or nylon. For the first step of the ribbon style, cut the aglet at the two ends of the shoelace. After you finished cutting it, throw it away. You don't need it. When you're finished cutting the two aglets, apply all-purpose glue on both ends of the lace and let it dry for 1 hour. And now that they're dry, we can now proceed to sewing the buttons on these laces. And for us to be able to do that, we should prepare our needle and thread first. Make sure that the color of the thread is similar with the color of your buttons. With the use of needle threader, we can insert the thread to the needle's hole easily, and this saves your time as well. So now that we were able to insert the thread, we should tie a knot at the end of this thread. And now let's get started to sew. When you sew the first button, make sure that it's facing downward. When you're finished sewing the first button, the next step is to sew the second button, facing upward, and make sure it's 1.5 centimeters apart from the first button. And it should look like this. First button facing downward and second button facing upward. We've finished the first end of the shoelace and let's proceed to the second end of the shoelace. Make sure to stretch the lace to check the correct side on sewing the other buttons. And repeat steps 3 to 4. And for the last step, apply all-purpose glue at the front and back parts of the sewed buttons to secure the knots. And that's it. When finished applying the all-purpose glue, just let it sit for another hour to dry. So here's the finished product of the ribbon style mask strap. To start the beaded chain, make sure to tie a knot on the last end of the string and measure the desired length. Next is to add your colorful beads one by one until you reach about 30 centimeters of your string or 5 centimeters before the end of the string. And now that you've finished adding all the beads, tie a knot on the other end of the string. So now you have 2 knots. Next part is we're going to recycle this keychain. You will have to use 2 of them to make a lock at the end of the knots. And this is where you'll need a plier to cut off the small rings of this keychain. So now we have the lock, as you can see here. And now we're going to tie another knot on this lock. Make sure that it's tight. And now that we've finished tying a knot and that we're able to attach the lock, we have to cut this extra string. To secure the knot, I applied the all-purpose glue to support it and to make it sturdy. And now for the other end of the string, all you have to do is to repeat steps 6 to 8. And for the last step, just let it sit for 1 hour to dry. And ta-da! It's finished! So now you can go out and wear this mask fashionably.
So now that I demonstrated to you how to make a mask strap and that you've seen the finished product, why don't you try making your own? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Be safe. Bye!